Hello, my dear students. Now we are going to study about the stages in the development of anther. These are all the stages in the development of anther. It is a diagrammatic explanation for the stages in the development of anther. Already I told you anther is a four-lobed structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initially, anther has an outer epidermis. Outermost protective layer is the epidermis that encloses homogeneous mass of cells. A few hypodermal cells means just below the epidermis. A few hypodermal cells differentiated and enlarged with prominent nucleus, and these cells form archisporium. The archisporial cells divide by periclinal division and form outer primary parietal cells towards the epidermis and primary sporogenous cells towards the inner side of the anther. The primary parietal cells undergoes a series of periclinal and anticlinal division and form 2 to 5 layers of anther wall. The anther wall consists of first epidermis, second endothecium, third middle layer, and fourth tapetum. Tapetum is the innermost layer of the anther wall. The primary sporogenous cells undergo mitotic division and form sporogenous tissue. The sporogenous tissue undergo division and produce microspore mother cells. Each microspore mother cells undergo meiotic division and produce 4 microspores which are formed in tetrads. So that is the stages of development of anther. Say in the anther wall, you can see epidermis, endothecium, middle layer, and tapetum. So these are all the 4 layers can be differentiated. They are formed from the primary parietal cells. Only the primary parietal cells undergo division and produces outer epidermis, next endothecium, next middle layer, and the innermost layer is tapetum. So that is the development of anther. Now we have to see the microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis is a process of formation of haploid microspores from diploid microspore mother cells through meiosis. So microsporogenesis is the formation of microspore from the microspore mother cells by meiosis. During this process, the primary sporogenous tissue directly undergo a few mitotic division to form sporogenous tissue. The sporogenous tissue gives rise to microspore mother cells. Each microspore mother cell divides meiotically to form tetrad or 4 haploid microspores, that is considered as the microspore tetrad. The microspore tetrad may be arranged in a tetrahedral, decussate, linear, T-shaped, or isobilateral manner. So that is the microsporogenesis. During microsporogenesis, a number of microspores are produced. In some plants, all the microspores in a microsporangium are grouped together as a single mass that is called pollinium. For example, in the case of Calotropis, pollinium can be seen. When the pollen grains are fused into a waxy mass, that is called pollinium. For example, calotropis. In the pollinium, the filamentous or thread-like part arising from each pollinium is called retinaculum. The pollinia are attached to a clump or clip like a sticky structure called corpusculum. The whole structure like inverted letter Y, and that is called translator. So that is the structure of pollinium. So that is about microsporogenesis, pollinium, and also the development of anther. That's all today's topic.